talk about setting up blog articles. These long articles that you know you have to put out there for SEO and for the LLMs to catch and actually rank your website and start referring to you and yours, and the time that it takes just to do the first draft, just to go out there and look for the information and look for what's trending and what people are talking about, and then craft it all for version 1 and then fix it and then correct it. So we're trying to outsource it to people, even VA, who are going out there, spending hours looking up information, putting it all together. What if you can set it and forget it? What if you can, in 5 minutes, set up an entire blog process that will email you a blog, 2,000 words, version 1, with the meta tags, with the links, with the research, with the bullet points, that all you have to do is critique. Because humans are so much better at critiquing than creating. You can do all that for just 20 bucks a month with Noem. Let me show you how. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to log into noem-ai. Log into your own account and click on New Project. When you click on New Project, you're going to click on Content Creation, and then you are going to click on Blog Writer. Now you're going to choose the company that you want to write the blogs for, and this is how easy it is. All you have to do is put the theme. Think about business, AI, relationships, the theme, the overall theme of what you want to be known in your industry, social media, real estate, medical, relationship, therapy, food, whatever it is that the overall business is, that's what goes into your theme. If you're ever confused about what needs to go to any of these fields, just mouse over the little I right here and it will tell you the theme of topics to generate the blogs. So let's say I want to be in the business realm. My theme is business and AI. Now I'm going to choose the tone and the style of my blog post. It can be professional, it can be persuasive, it can be friendly, it can be trusted advisor. I always like to do friendly and persuasive. Trusted advisor is a good too. Then, what do you want Noem to really focus on? What are the things that you want to be included? Because business and AI is such a wide topic, you want to niche just a little bit. So let's say I want to talk about consumer trust and AI and technology and time saving, challenges of high six figures entrepreneurs, upcoming trends, statistics. I'll put all of that stuff that I want Noem to focus on right here in the include. Now let's say I don't want it to talk about webinars or accounting in business or financials. I'm going to put that in here so that Noem knows I want to focus on this and not that. Then I'm going to choose how often do I want to get the blog post. Do I want to get it daily or do I want to get it weekly? And then lastly, do I want to get it in a WordPress format or a Word doc? I can choose both. That's it. Setting and done. 2 seconds. All I have to do is now enable, and I will see that I have a queue popping up right here. And what Noem is going to do, it's going to generate topics for me based on what I put right here in the config. So if I'm going to the queue, I'm just going to be more topics. And now you can see that Noem went out and is already saying these are the topic of my next blogs. How is AI transforming customer service in modern business? Leveraging AI powered tools to streamline HR processes. I am not talking about HR, so I don't like this one, for example. I can just remove it. The role of artificial intelligence in personalizing marketing strategies. Fantastic. Top AI innovations shaping the future of supply chain management. I am not focusing on supply chain. I'm going to remove this. How small businesses can get started with AI-driven automations. Fantastic. If I want to write my own topic, I can just add it here. How AI is shaping consumer trust, for example. And I'm going to add that here. And I can say, this is the first blog that I want you to write about. If I want more topics, I just can click here and I'm going to get more topics and I can read them and set them up. And after you set up the queue, remember to save. Now that you saved, your next blog is automatically going to be sent to. And lastly, if you want to replace this, if you have a lot of projects and you actually want to name it something that you can remember, you can go to settings and then project name. This one, for example, AI in sales and marketing, and you can tag it. If you have other team members, you can add the team members right here. If you want to know how to add team members to your project, watch this video. And that's it. That's all I have to do. From now on, I am going to start getting weekly blog posts of 2,000 words on these topics. I can forget all about it. Every time Noem needs a new topic, it's just going to come here and generate a new topic. If I click on next blog, it's going to generate the first one. And let's see what that first blog looks like. Please wait while your blog is being generated and emailed to you. You don't have to do anything except wait for the blog post to show up in your inbox. So what does it look like when the article hits your inbox? You will receive an email from noem-ai. It says blog and the topic of the blog. You're going to click on that. You're going to have the meta tags. You're going to have a hero image that you can put right there in your article in your blog. And then you're going to have an attachment of about 2,000 words about your topics. It will be formatted with the title, with H1, with an H2, with the key points of what we're talking about. And then it will also go out, as you can see, Noem goes out, looks at the internet, finds information that relates to the topic that you're talking about, and links to it. So you can actually click on that and see the article that it was referring. It will reference other sources to build the entire article, showing that you're not just self-serving, but you actually did your research. And then it will format. Some paragraphs will have bullets. Some of them will just have paragraphs. It will write the entire article for you, linking back to outside articles for the research. And at the end of it, it will always link back to your website and talk about what your company is doing. The one cool thing that we did about Noem is that we removed the in conclusions that AI loves to put in long articles, and we always going back to the website. We're also putting the references there. So like I said, it's so much easier to critique than to create. If you were to outsource this to anyone out there, to Fiverr, to a VA, to someone else, they will give you this first draft that you will go through, and then you'll critique, fix a little bit, and post. This way with Noem, you don't have to be like, hey, do you remember we were supposed to do a blog post this week? What's going on with our blog post? Remember we said to research these topics and not these topics? All that time, all that energy, all that mental brain power that goes to something that you don't need to. Instead, every Monday or Tuesday, whenever you send it up, there's an email with a blog post in your inbox. All you have to do is critique, fix little things, and put out there. So no longer will you miss deadlines and not put your information out there and be inconsistent. Now you have all the copy in your inbox waiting for you to post. And super, super cool. Because this blog post is so long, you can take each one of these and turn them into a social post. Let's say we're only taking this part, and that's our little social post. And now you're linking to your article. So you have links from social media back into your website that's referencing that entire article, still related to what you're talking about. So you start with one paragraph, one social post, here's another social post, and you say read more, and you're referencing your article. All that can be done in 5-minute setup inside Noem. That's all you need to do. Tell it exactly what the business theme is, what tone you want to have, what to include, what to exclude, and how often to get it, and you're up to the races. So if you're looking for AI that you can just set it and forget it, Noem is your best friend. And here's the cool part. You can get started for free. Go to noem.ai, create your free account, and start freeing your time from the mundane. Stop creating, start critiquing. We'll see you on the inside.